Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out StarDrone Extreme because better late than never, right? And better late than never is actually true because this game came out 1 week after the Vita did in North America, and did Europe get it at the same time? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we did. You know, outside the fact that the US got a bundle that was like a week early, you know? But yeah. This game came out a week after the Vita launch in the United States, and I remember playing this game and being very confused at what it was trying to do, and I remember not liking it at all. Now that I've played it again, I know what the game was trying to do, and I still don't like it. So, we can go have a look at the options here. Notably, there's no button controls. You can only use front touch or rear touch in one of two ways. And rear touch in this game sounds like a nightmare, so I'm not even going to bother. There's easy and hard difficulty, but as far as I can figure out, it just means you take more damage, so it's not really the most impressive thing in the world. And of course, you got your sound sliders and your cloud saving up there. Notably enough, this game came out on PlayStation 3, so the fact that they don't have any button controls on this version just weirds me out, because I'm not entirely sure why they would exclude button controls from a game like this. But anyway, we'll go hop into the game, and there are 5 sets of levels. And I'm up to the 3rd set. And you have online leaderboards for every single one of them. And if you finish every level with a medal, you obviously get trophies and stuff like that. And I'm not that much impressive about that. So we'll just pick a level and hop straight into it. Now, the idea of this game is that it's kind of like a mobile game. It really does feel like something you'd pick up on, say, iOS or Android. And the idea is that you have to pick a direction to launch in, and then once you've launched, you have to maneuver your way around everything via the usage of things like, oh dear, via the usage of things like these little platforms here. Not platforms, they're like gravity things, and the idea is that you have to tap on the screen where they are in order to influence where you're going. And that's kind of annoying because it's almost unreasonably precise on how precise it wants you to be to do it, because the idea is you have to tap close to the thing that you want to activate on the screen in order to actually get it to work properly, or at least the way you want it to. And to tap something on the screen means that you have to be as close to actively tapping it as possible, and I'm fully aware that I've gone and missed some stars. So you have to be tapping as close as you can possibly get to this damn thing in order to actually be able to, get on where you want to be with this damn thing. And it's the most annoying thing in the world because you fly around so quickly, even on the most minimal speed, that it can be extremely difficult trying to get to where you want to go, especially at a reasonable speed. Now I have to go back and get the blaze stars that I missed here, which is going to be even more annoying. I don't think I can actually do it, so I'm going to have to restart the level. That's more like it. So now it sends me back. Get all the stars, and it sends me forward. And through the hole I just made, and now I just have to grip on again, and yeah. It's one of those sorts of games where you have to basically be perfect, which is the most annoying thing in the world. Well, you don't have to be perfect because the game basically lets you move on once you finish the level, which is, you know, like the only saving grace I can think about it, because it's entirely frustrating to play otherwise, because there's just so many ways you can absolutely fuck up a level just by mistiming your tap by even half a second or even less than that. It's arguably one of the most annoying games I've played on the Vita, just because of how this control system works. And the annoying thing is, you can tap anywhere on the screen, which does kind of work, but not really. It's just that trying to actually find your way into the most perfect situation to get your, to get all the stars is the most frustrating thing imaginable. There are other levels that change it up a bit. There are levels where you basically just have to get to the end and it's basically a death gauntlet. There are levels where you have to find 5 individual gems. How am I supposed to get down into this thing? Jesus. Like that, I guess. There are levels where you have to find, like, a bunch of individual gems. There are levels where you have to, brain work with me here. There are levels where you have to find, like, passes that are like key cards in old first-person shooters. Just things like that. It's not entirely, you know... God almighty. I'm gonna be stuck here forever. This is the most annoying thing. You just fly around what feels like randomly, and it just... It sucks, because you have no idea how to actually get to where you need to be, because you just keep getting bounced around the place. Fucking mines. It's just frustrating to play because of how long it takes to beat any individual stage. And you do have to try and get a good score going in order to actually, like, get anything done. And it's the most frustrating thing imaginable. And you have to be perfect for the most part, otherwise you're just not going to hit what you want to hit. So yeah, you've seen enough of that stage. Fuck that. You can skip stages. Oh god, you actually need to get a medal in order to move on. Screw that. We'll go back to, like, stage 9 here, because why not? I haven't actually finished this one. Light up all stars, of course. That's exactly what they want you to do. You do have a map down the bottom there, which does tell you what you need to, which does tell you where stuff is that you need to hit. But that doesn't really help if you can't get down there in the first place. Those are mines. You touch them, they hurt you. Yep, and as you can see, things can just get thrust upon you without you even noticing they're there until you die. And there's no mid-mission checkpoints, so there's... So if you spend like 5 to 10 minutes on a stage getting really, really frustrated at it, nothing's gonna fucking help you there. You're just gonna have to do the whole stage again, and there's nothing you can do about it. The game obviously has a preset path for you to do, but again, you have to figure out the preset path, and if you do, like, one mistake, chances are you're gonna bloody die. There are health pickups in the middle of a stage, but it's just... it's bloody insane. Like, the game does work, it's just frustrating to play. That's the thing about it. Like, see, it's so annoying trying to avoid these goddamn mines. It's possible, it just sucks. Because of the controls are just so much a pain. I'm trying to remember which one of these levels is a freaking, get to the end level or get all the star bits level or whatever. It's obviously not this one. Would you believe they released a DLC that cost like $2.99 that actually... that lets you actually skip levels if you fail on them? Yeah, can't do it in the base game. You have to actually, like, get a medal in order to move on in the base game. But thankfully, they actually made that DLC free. I'm not entirely sure why it wasn't free and included in the game in the first place. I don't know. The guys are just dicks. You do need to power up by collecting an absolute chain of stars, and then you use the stars to run through all the different enemies and get lots of points and stuff like that. And of course, there's online leaderboards for everything, because why wouldn't there be? It's a score attack game. But it's just legitimately one of the most frustrating games I've played in a while. And back when I first got it, it was the same sort of thing. It's because the controls are so weird. And it's just a massive pain in the ass to actually do anything right. And you have to do everything basically perfect. Otherwise, you won't be getting those gems. Those medals, those scores, whatever. Alright, so this is a level where we actually do have to find the scattered gems. However, this is actually a really fucking long level. So good luck to me actually getting this done. Because as you can see, there are multiple things going on here which may come back to bite me in the ass. These missile launchers are homing, so you do have to avoid them. And all the gem pieces we need are down all these really long corridors. So you have to get through 8 of these without losing all your health. And it's just if I remember correctly, this level is just a massive pain in the ass to deal with, because you have to do all of this right, and if you don't, you get to take a one-way trip to repeat the Levelville. That's a very bad joke on my part, but it's not so much a joke as much as it is just utter frustration and how much this game actually has to make you do. Not to mention, it gets to be an absolute pain in the ass to play this game, because you need to have your fingers all over the touchscreen, so you need to just be constantly working different parts of the touchscreen, and doing that means that you have to be putting the console either down or getting real pain in your hands trying to get it done, just because the game is shit like that. Can you tell I don't like this game at all? I hope it's obvious at this point, but I really don't like it. It just... Oh, fuck's sake. I really do not like this game at all. It's just a massive pain. The idea is kind of neat, but it's just a frustrating sack of crap in practice. There's really no reason I feel the need to recommend this game. The graphical style, while it's there, it works, it's just not that nice. The music just fades into the background and you stop caring about it after a while, and yeah, gameplay is just a pile of anus. Really is. Now we just have to take all these gem pieces. How the hell did I hit him? I could have sworn I could fit through that gap. Now we just have to get back to the gates there. And actually try to get pointed in the right direction, but that's quite difficult. Am I seriously missing a pass? Where the hell is that pass? Oh, great. It's in there, isn't it? Which means I have to get this. And the annoying thing about this mode is that every enemy is vulnerable to this, except the homing missiles. And that's arguably the most frustrating thing about it, because you can afford to smash through some enemies, just not others. Because fuck you. So yeah, lots of stars here for score attack purposes, but there we go. Those are all the gems, and that's level complete, and screw this game. I'm not doing any more video time on this. That was a quick look at StarDrone StarDrone Extreme. It's crap. You probably shouldn't waste your time with it. It's a shame. It's by Beat Shapers. Well, not by Beat Shapers, but it's published by them, and I thought they would have known better than this, but oh well. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.